what was your journey like? How did you go from being a pharmacy technician slash, studying to be a doctor? What was your journey like from that to red team manager?
Yes. So how I kind of got from, being a pharmacy tech to managing a red team was, while I was studying for the MCAT, that's when I really realized that this wasn't for me. So I started looking around into options. There was coding boot camps available. Those were pretty prevalent at the time, full stack development, that sort of thing. There was hardware and networking boot camps available. And then, there was very few cybersecurity boot camps back then. I want to say Evolve was one of like 4 or 5. I was very fortunate that I live in Chicago and Evolve was in Chicago. It was in person. I really liked that. So I got on a call with Andrew, and he gave me a little bit of rundown about what the boot camp was about, what kind of work we could expect, and told me that if I was serious, I could do some of the pre-reading, see if that interests me. He gave me some material on Linux and basic networking, said that it would build a good foundation for me. I did some of that reading while I was studying for the MCAT. In that time, the MCAT finished up, and I had applied for medical schools, but just to keep my backup open, I applied to Evolve. I was accepted, got even more pre-work before the class started, and once I dove in, it was fascinating to me. I loved every part of it, the offensive side, the defensive side. It was really cool. And from there, it was just study, try to apply what you know to real life, and whatever you don't understand, study some more. Evolve was great because the instructors were always there to help. My class was small, and like I said, it was in person, so it was nice being able to bounce ideas off people. I'm not too proud to say that I was definitely not the smartest person in that classroom, but that was great because the people around me were also like always helping me grow. And then from there, figured out what I really wanted to do. I really liked the offensive side of cyber. Unfortunately, my first 2 jobs didn't really have to do with offensive security. So, my first job was a Cybersecurity Administrator, which is a glorified systems admin with some security responsibilities. It was really cool, learned a lot there, understanding how, a company secures their data, what they kind of do internally, what policy looks like. All of this stuff kind of helped me grow as a red teamer too, because when I got to the other side, I understood how these companies are administered, how they're managed, what sorts of things are tracked and looked for. From there, I stepped into consulting, where I got a job at Accenture doing Splunk work, kind of focusing more on that defensive admin side, but I was still active on Hack the Box. I was doing a lot of offensive security style projects. I was contributing to some open source stuff. And from there, a few years later, moved to the red team at Deloitte and went from from performing operations to now performing and managing them.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Saagar. What a great journey. Amazing. I mean, how you've described it. What I really find fascinating is that out of the boot camp, you started working in cybersecurity. You worked on some blue team projects, and I'm sure all of those have made you a better red teamer now that you understand the defensive side of it as well. So